Hey everybody, welcome back. Today is going to be my first all-grain batch, and I've got the strike water heating up to 168. I have my mash tun preheating, and I have all my grain milled, so I'm really set to go. And hopefully this turns out okay. I'm just doing a real American light style beer, so it has 2-row in it, it has 6-row, and it has some corn. So I'm thinking that's probably a good thing to start with, and I actually bought some grain for a kelch later on. But anyway, once the strike water's ready, I'll put it in the mash tun and we'll add the grain and go from there. Time to mash in, and a little hard to do it by myself, but I'll go ahead and take it nice and slow and make sure I don't get any dough balls in there. This is the 2-grain and the 2-row and the 6-row. And I still have corn that I want to get in here too. I didn't throw it on top because I was a little worried about it gumming up the bottom on the false bottom where the screen is. I really don't want a stuck mash. So I'm going to put this in first and then just get the corn on top. There isn't much of it. There's only 2 pounds. And then there's a wait time of 75 minutes. So this will sit there while I make a propane run. I think I have enough propane to probably do it, to do the boil, but better safe than sorry. Okay, and now just adding the corn. And like I said, there isn't much of this. It's 2 pounds of corn. So far everything feels pretty good. I don't feel any dough balls in there at all. Okay, I'll continue to get this stirred up. And then I'm going to put the lid on, and it'll be 75 minute wait. A few dough balls there with the corn. And then we'll go ahead and start to Vorlauf. Alright, I'm going to start to Vorlauf this and get the big grains out of the bed. It's about an hour and 15 minutes since it sat in there. I can see a lot of grain in there right now. There we go. Took a while to get the vacuum going in here. Just cut it off slightly. It's actually cleaning up pretty fast. But I assume I'm going to have to do a couple recirculations here, and then when I'm pretty sure that it's clean, I can go ahead and get the first runnings out. So I'll keep recirculating this, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm actually fly sparging at this point, and I'm playing around trying to make sure that I'm meeting the same flow that's going out into the brew pod, and I think I am, but I'll be keeping an eye on it anyway, and I'll try to let you guys get a better view of this. I don't know if you can see the sparge arm in there. Let's see if we can move it just a hair closer. So the sparge arm's going, and down below we actually have the wort going into the brew kettle. So I'm going to let that go. That's going to take quite a while. I'm hoping it takes about an hour, but we'll see. And then we'll be back and go to the boil stage. Okay, I finished sparging the grains. It took a little over an hour, which I was real happy about. And my refractometer readings look normal. I mean, they look good. I'm in the range of where I expected to be. So now we're waiting for this to come up to a boil, and as soon as we do, then we'll throw in the first set of hops, and we'll be on our way. Okay, we've got a boil going here, so we're going to drop in our bittering hops, and that'll be the 60-minute boil starting here. And in 30 minutes we'll throw in the aroma hops, and that'll be all that's really left to do other than chilling it down and getting it into the fermentation pail. Now you'll notice my last video I was further in the garage, and what that really caused was a problem with me on the wort chiller. The water was coming in the garage more than I would have liked. So this time I'm close to the door, shouldn't have a problem with the chiller. So back in 30 minutes. Alright, we're 30 minutes into the boil, so we're going to put in the aroma hops, and then we'll be on a 30-minute boil. I'll get the wort chiller in there in about 5 minutes. And then we'll be ready to finish out the boil and chill her down. Alright, we're done with our hour boil, so I'm going to kill the heat and start the wort chiller, and then I'll drop it down into a fermentation pail. And since it's so gloomy outside, I may actually move it inside at that point. So back in just a little bit to finish it off. Well, that's it for my all-grain brew day on my kind of an American clone ale variety beer. This is the red ale from April, and it does have a nice red amber color to it. So on this one I ended up with a 1.056 original gravity reading versus a 1.052, which Beersmith thought I'd get. I was probably a little low on my volume, but I think it'll turn out okay. The color's kind of light, so it'll be interesting tasting it in a couple weeks. So until next time, have a great Homebrew Wednesday. Have a great week. Cheers. That's delicious. This has been a Matty Boy presentation. Say bye-bye, Matty.